I'm here at Nottingham Castle, and this is where, in 1067, the year after the Battle of Hastings, the first moat and bailey castle was built, overlooking the old Saxon town around St Mary's Church and what is today known as the Lace Market. Imagine all the different episodes of history that have shaped the changing face of an expanding city over 1,000 years. There's a story told about a tourist who visited a small village, and he was looking for things that might be of historical interest, but found himself entirely unimpressed. Eventually, he came to the village green where there was an old man sitting on a bench. He went up to him and rather pretentiously asked, "Were any great people born in this village?" The old man thought for a moment and then replied, "Nope, only babies." It was a great answer, because people who achieve great things are rarely born into greatness. The people who stand out in the story of this city and county were only babies when they were born, and no one could have had any idea what they would go on later to achieve. It's the same with you and me, but we need people who will encourage us and inspire us and keep believing in us even when we fail, which we will. Great leaders understand that if you want to turn a dream into a reality, you need a picture of the future that produces passion. And you also need a team that will pull together with a compelling sense of purpose. But you also need to sustain that momentum, to keep on going when you may feel like giving up. I love Tolkien's Lord of the Rings trilogies, and especially the movies. And there's a moment when Frodo realizes that following his calling is leading him headlong into a battle against evil, and all his instincts are to run back to the Shire and hide in his hole. He tells his friend and mentor, Gandalf, "I wish it need not have happened in my time." And Gandalf replies, "So do I, and so do all who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us." And this really is it for those entrusted with leadership. Leaders know that it's not enough to have a big dream. You need to know how to get from here to there. That's not going to happen by chance while we're sitting around. There will need to be a plan, and then a lot of hard graft is required. Great leaders understand how important it is to implement your plans carefully. It's going to involve lots of small incremental steps, and then also a few big, bold, scary steps. And with each step, you need to be flexible and responsive to the things you're going to be learning as you go, to stay open to new ideas and possibilities, and to new people who can help you. And whatever you do, don't give up. This castle here wasn't built in a day. Over the next few years, the castle and the surrounding area is going to undergo a dramatic and exciting transformation. A lot of work has already been going on behind the scenes, getting that project started on a journey from here to there. And when we feel like giving up, just like Frodo, we also need friends and mentors to encourage us. I'm so thankful for people who've been Gandalf to me, which includes some of the people I'm working most closely with now. But for me, the single greatest encouragement comes from my faith and the person of Jesus. Here is a transformational leader who was not born into greatness, but into poverty and obscurity. His first years were spent as a refugee in a foreign land when his parents had to flee a genocide instigated by a wicked and deeply insecure leader called Herod. No one paid him much attention when he was growing up, and Only in his late 20s did his life's mission suddenly become clear to those around him. His vision was nothing other than the salvation of the whole world, to bring people back to God. It was a vision so compelling that some couldn't keep themselves from joining in, while others thought the cost was too much. Jesus knew it would cost him everything. But his death displayed the greatness of his mission, and 3 days later, early in the morning, the most earth-shattering news was announced to the women who came to his tomb. An angel appeared by an open grave and told them, "He is not here, he is risen." Make what you will of his life and those events and all that followed, but no one can deny the courage that he showed in completing his mission. And his inspiration goes on shaping my leadership more than anything else, especially when I feel like giving up or hiding in a hole. There were no great people ever born in this city, only babies. But this city and county is littered with stories of ordinary people who achieved remarkable things. They were people who looked just like you. So seize the opportunities that you are given and learn to lead with courage to help shape a better world. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us.